Hey guys, I'm Red, and this is LEGO Legends of Chima set number 70001, released in 2013 for just $15 with 139 pieces, 2 beautiful minifigures. This is Crawley's Claw Ripper. Now, I don't have the original box, so a picture of it will be in the top left, and let's just get right into our minifigures. Minifigure number 1 is Leonidas, and I really like this figure. There's no printing on the arms, but there's printing everywhere else, and he has this beautiful molded like mask or hairpiece here. He does come with this super basic Chima sword. You got the lion logo there and the lightsaber blade in the middle. If we look on his chest here, you can see there's a blue strap going across with the middle in gold and a lighter blue to represent where you put the chi. You can see he has a little belt going on his hips, and moving down to his legs, you can see his maybe like skirt piece just goes all the way down to his knees, and he does have toe printing, which is pretty cool. And on the back, just the strap does continue with just a little bit of printing for his belt. Underneath the mask just looks really silly. I kind of like how that looks. And then on the back, he's like super upset. The upset face with the mask doesn't really look good with the hairpiece though. Up next is Crawley, and this is probably my favorite figure in the set. I really like how the olive green and dark green mix together, and we don't really get a whole lot of those in minifigure form, so it's really nice to get a few useful parts here. His like mask headpiece thing is super big because he's a crocodile, so it does have olive green and like dark green spots all over. You can see his massive amount of teeth wraps around all the way, and it looks really, really nice. You can see he has some scales on the back as well, which just adds extra detail, and I really like that. See, underneath the mask though, it's super creepy. You can see all the teeth there. He does have a little nose, which is kind of interesting on the middle there. And then the back, he's like super surprised and maybe like shocked that somebody is trying to steal his chi. On the torso here, he does have a really nice like dark red, maybe like half cape shirt thingy, and a necklace for the chi. You can see there's like some maybe bite marks over on the side of his torso there, but super cool, really nicely detailed. I like that. And you can see it does continue on the waist here, maybe just like some extra daggers or something. And he does have like alligator printing all over his legs, which are really, really nice. And then on the back, the shirt continues with some scaly detailing. I think the shocked look actually looks really well with the alligator headpiece. It looks really cool. With 2 really nice minifigures for just $15, I don't really think there's space to complain. My only thing is like I wish Crawley had like a sword or something to, battle Leonidas with. There is a piece of chi included in the set, but I don't really think that counts as an accessory. But finally, here is the set itself, Crawley's Claw Ripper. Now, I really like how this looks with all of the olive green and red. Somehow it works really well, and I really, really like it. So I think we should just start right up here. Starting off on the front here, I really like how it looks like an alligator head. I think that's really cool, and I think they did it really, really well with all of these like 1x4 olive green slopes, and like the cheese slopes up front, and like this car piece, which is really cool. You see that in a lot of Star Wars sets for like speeders and stuff. So that's really cool to get in olive green. Let's see here, you get the red eyes, of course, on the left and right. And if we look in the middle, I am missing a couple stickers, but a picture of it will be on screen now. I really like getting a lot of cheese slopes in the set. And of course, the mouth does open and close, so that's an extra play feature that they didn't need to add. And of course, there's nothing going on inside there, but I guess if you really want to, you can take one of our minifigures and throw them inside there. Moving up more towards the driver's seat, there's not really any interior, but there is a button and a lever to, drive the car and, make it go. Over more towards the back here, you can see there is a big window piece to support our, I don't know what it's called, like bars to protect the driver, I guess. And there is a little storage in the back for your chi piece, so that's pretty cool. And you do also get these 2 massive wheels connected by a couple Technic pins that are really nice to get. I think those are pretty useful if you find a good use for them. It's like, yeah, they could be used for like mine carts or like, I don't know, big swamp vehicles, I guess. But of course, the main play feature of the set is driving the car. So when we move it forward, you can see all of the like blades on the side go forward and just add like maybe like a saw effect, which is pretty cool. It does work a lot better when you move it forward, but then when you go back, sometimes it just stops moving. Yeah, you gotta like really press it down for it to go backwards too. And these like saw blades here, they won't go too far back because there are two like knobs on the side to stop them from going. So that's pretty cool. I like that they added that. When we place the driver inside, you can see there's not a ton of interior, but just enough for him to be comfortable. So there you go. That's really all I have to say about this Lego Chima set. You know, for $15, I don't really think there's like any space to complain. I like the build. I like the play features. The minifigures are really cool. My only complaint is that I lost the stickers, but I'm not going to dock points from Lego for that. But most importantly, what do you guys think about the set? Why don't you leave a comment down below and let me know. And right down there, hit like, subscribe. It's easy. It's free. And I don't know when our next video is going to be yet, but it'll be something just as cool as this.